One of the core functions of HighLevel is the ability to email. This includes bulk emailing, emailing through automations, individual emailing, and notifications. My name is Andy Klepner, and on this channel I teach about online marketing and the technology that drives it. In this video, we'll show you how to set up email the right way in HighLevel. We will first set up the email service, then we'll verify that it's connected properly. And finally, if you stay to the end, I'll show you the settings you need to avoid the dreaded spam folder. Let's get started. The first thing that you're going to see when you get into HighLevel is the dashboard. From the dashboard, we're going to go to settings on the bottom left-hand side. From settings, we'll go to email services. And you're going to see this pop-up immediately come to you. If you don't see the pop-up, you can always get to it by clicking on this white button right here and go to the same spot. We will click on Create Dedicated Domain. You'll come to this page and you'll add in your domain name. Now, you need to put in a subdomain. It can be LC as they're suggesting here, or you can use the word mail or something like that. In this case, I'll use LC. And I'll put in the domain name that I will be emailing out from in all of my emails. So in this case, for this fictitious company, I'll be doing 4Color Express. And I'll click Add and Verify. Now the next part of what we do is we click the Continue button. And what it will do is it will look to see if it can automatically add the information to either a service like GoDaddy or Cloudflare. I happen to have Cloudflare, so I can click on Authorize the Domain and it will automatically add the records for me. But I'm going to pretend like I don't for the purposes of this video, just in case you're using a different service outside of GoDaddy or Cloudflare. So I'm going to hit the back button and I'm going to add the records manually. And all I need to do is add these records to my DNS provider. In this case, I'm going to go to Cloudflare. I'm going to add a record. I know that that first record is a TXT record, so I'm going to copy the host. I'll choose TXT. And you'll have possibly a little bit of a different setup depending on where your domain is. And I'm just going to grab the required value. And it's really a process of cutting and pasting to make this all work. I'll copy the information here. Again, it'll be a TXT. And back and forth. Then I'll do the MX records. Paste it right here, and I'll have a priority of 10. And again, a priority of 10. And now I've entered in the records for my mail service in HighLevel. I'll go back to HighLevel and I'll click on Verify Records. It's going to take a moment and see if some of these records have been verified. So we've got 4 of them done here. Sometimes it takes a moment. So I'm going to back out of this, click back to Domains, Dedicated Domains, and then I'll click these 3 dots here and click Verify again. And it's still working on getting this one to work right. We'll click Verify Domain. And sometimes this one can be a little bit tricky. If I go to Cloudflare, I have a red warning. So I'm actually going to shut off the proxy here and see if that works. I'll go back. I'll hit the back to domain here. I'll click the 3 dots here and click Verify Domain. And hit Verify down here again. And as you can see, we're almost there. The domain is not red anymore. It's still this yellow color. So I need to verify it again. And this is totally typical. Don't get frustrated. This is all part of the process. And now we're lit up almost all green except for this last TXT. This one is a little bit extra that you absolutely should do. So we'll add that now by clicking on the host name, copying that. It's going to be a TXT. I'm going to add a record. I'll go to TXT, paste it again. And then I'm going to copy this information here. This is a DMARC. Paste it there and click save. Now for a moment, I can go out, get a cup of coffee, do something, give it a little time, and then click verify domain again. This allows it time to propagate throughout the internet. So now that one worked, but this one didn't. So again, we just have to go back and forth in order for it to eventually work right. So I'll click verify again. And now we're lit up all green. I click a final verify domain, and there we go. This is green. I'm ready to go. The last thing that I need to do in this part of the tutorial is to click on these three dots and set my headers. I'll put in my name and I'll put in my email address. And hit save. And my email service is set up, but we're not done yet. And this is really key. We want to make sure that we don't go into the dreaded spam folder. So we need to do a little extra work. These next steps are required to set up email authentication records for your organization. In 2024, Google and Yahoo started requiring the following records to authenticate email for bulk email senders. Implementing these records enhances email security by ensuring that your emails are verified and less likely to be marked as spam or phishing by receiving servers. This process involves setting up DMARC, SPF, and DKIM records to authenticate outgoing emails, which helps protect your domain from unauthorized use and improves the deliverability of your communications. In order to set these up and make things more convenient for you, I have created this downloadable SOP, which goes over exactly what you need to do. So the first thing that we're going to need to do is set up a DMARC record. It's actually very, very simple. What you'll do is you're going to copy this green portion here, this underscore DMARC, and you're going to add a text record. So you go add record, TXT, you'll paste it right there. You'll go back to the SOP and you're going to grab this information right here. And you'll paste it right there. Now, very importantly, you need to change this email address. This is obviously not your email address. Now, you may want to receive records of everything that's going on. To me, it's a little too much for me. I don't need all that information. So I just type in none at my email address and I'm done. And then I click save. And I've added my DMARC. Okay, only two more to go. I then add an SPF record. Now this record defines which servers and domains are permitted to send emails on behalf of your domain, helping to prevent email spoofing. So again, we're going to add a text record. It's going to be an @ record. And we're going to use this example right here. So I'll copy that. I'll add a text record. I'll put the @ symbol here. I'll paste the value and click save. The tricky one is the DKIM. Now I have two examples here. On this one is for Google Workspace. And if you have Outlook, you can use this one here. For my purposes, I'll be using Google Workspace. And the domain key adds a digital signature to each outgoing email, allowing receiving servers to verify that the message actually originated from your domain and was not altered in transit. What we'll do is we'll go over to our Google Workspace. Now you would have already logged into Google Workspace. This is where you set up email addresses for your business, and you want to make sure the domain is installed. Now I have a lot of alias domains on mine, but as you can see, that email has been installed. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the search bar. And even if you're not on this page, just go to the search bar and type in DKIM. And you're going to get DKIM authentication right here. And you may already have that key pop up based off your regular domain, but there's a better chance that it's going to be empty. In this case, I need to go to the domain that I'll be using as my alias. And as you can see, I have no record here at all. So I click Generate New Record. If you do not see content here, click Generate New Record. And then you'll read through this and you'll click Generate. Give it a moment. And then what you'll do is you'll refresh the page. Choose the domain again. And as you can see, that record is here. We're going to copy this right there for the host. We'll click Add Record. Choose TXT again. Paste it right there. Go back to Google, grab this information, copy it, paste it, and then click Save. And then we'll go back to Google and we'll click on Start Authentication. This could take 48 hours to work. So sit tight, leave it alone, let it do its magic, and now you have all the records set up for your email. Remember, the link is in the description for all the SOPs for this video. So just click on that below and we'll send it right to you. If you like this video and you like the content we're creating, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.